There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Cesare here with more Mass Effect Andromeda. Joining me in chat is Silly right now. You might have gone AFK already, but here we go. Silly, I finished writing your letter. I went to put some envelopes in and or put it in an envelope, and I discovered all my envelopes are gone. So I gotta go up to the store and get some. But it's also a perfect time to mail it out, so it works out.
Just need to rest up a bit while I recover my strength.
Alright, so at the start of the game here, we are going to, or start of the stream here, we're going to go look for our crew, chat them up, get to know
I'm in
them.
the Tech Lab, Pathfinder.
Apparently Jal wants to talk to us. Mental wellness. Given recent events, seems like a good time to refresh you on the Andromeda Initiative's mental wellness program. This states that mental disorders are real. Stress, PTSD, anxiety, and depression are not just being tired or making something out of nothing. They are complex conditions that require proper attention and care. Relatable. At some point, your colleagues have likely experienced the same feelings. Regardless, those around you are supportive and sympathetic to what you're going through. Treatable. A broken leg takes special treatment, rest, and an adjustable workload to properly heal. Mental disorders are no different and can be alleviated with medication, therapy, and support. Come by the med bay if you have questions. Aw, that's a nice message. Alright, so we are looking for our crew. Ah, somebody's in here.
Mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy get close enough to pry my plates open and go for the soft kill. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly, each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
And Seven, hello!
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
We're the new variable here. He can't predict what we'll do.
That is an advantage, so long as we play it right. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
Agreed. Excellent conversation, Jack. Hey, Jack, have anything else to say, actually? Anything else to do? And Seven, happy Friday! How you doing? Bit of some war stories, apparently. Oh, yeah, some more war stories.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Lunk!
Chosen. It's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once. If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Let's hear it.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire.
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I'd pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I'd crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
That's good.
We
Anyway,
can talk more later.
and
Sure.
7, you at home working right now on Good Friday? Well, that's okay. I gotta work tonight too, so I know how it is. I gotta work early tonight actually, so I have to be done stream by 4 today. But it's a short shift tonight. I only have 3 hours. Otherwise, I'm good. I work all weekend though, so yeah, it is what it is. Hello, dudes. Happy Bunny Weekend. You got an Easter joke for everyone. What kind of priest eats meat on Good Friday? I don't know if I want to know the answer to this, but what kind of priest? What are we talking?
Gotta
None.
go. I'm in the biolab.
I think you asked the question wrong. Isn't it supposed to be what kind of meat does he eat?
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Scott.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
You raised your sister by yourself. That can't have been easy.
Had to. I waited forever for our father to come home. He never did. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Dudes, you put, what kind of priest eats meat on Good Friday? The question should be, what kind of meat does a priest eat on Good Friday? Lonk, the games list. Xenoblade is down at the bottom as far as games go, so it'll be quite a long time. So you can go ahead and play it.
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
Yeah, Vetra, we haven't actually used you in a party
I have a good
yet.
feeling about you, Ryder. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
Sure.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
You've been drinking vodka again. Why would you do that?
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
Lonk, have you seen anything about Xenogears yet? Like, do you know
Where
about...
was home? Palaven?
No,
The
we'd
story
already
and
left
such?
Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos Wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
We actually used to travel around the Minos Wasteland.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Okay, I only
You
asked because
probably
I don't
have
want to
work
spoil
do.
anything
We
for
can
you.
chat later.
You know where to find me.
And I wasn't 100% certain who has said what about it. But yeah, okay, so Xenogears, I've been watching some videos and some guy claims that Xenogears is probably the best written story in video games. And I'm like, what? What? How can you claim that? How can you claim that with what happened with that game? Don't get me wrong, I love Xenogears. Xenogears is great. But there's a certain point in the game where that
Leah?
just becomes wrong. It is Easter. Hi,
Working pretty
dudes.
hard.
Got any plans this
All the
weekend?
time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Please, if you haven't voted in the poll yet, please do so.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket's still what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not faulting him for his opinion, other than trying to understand how that opinion came to be.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something?
I could disagree with
Did you do
reviewers
anything?
if they're presenting their reviewer or the review as their opinion. I don't think an official review should be based on opinion. That's the problem with reviews.
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us a transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
Alright, time to bang him. There we go, guys. Oh, look how fast that was. There we go. Making out with Liam. It's just what dudes wanted. I have a question. Why are you never wearing a shirt in here?
Pathfinder, Ryder. Last time we talked was... That was weird, right? Not the part with you. I mean, it was all with you. Things get close on a ship like this. Things happen.
No complaints, Costa. I trust that goes both ways.
You bet it did. Make no mistake. Listen, one night was one night. I'm a big boy. I won't get clingy. That's the last thing you need. But I won't run either. So maybe we keep this in mind for the future? No pressure.
We both have a lot going on. But, yeah, let's not close that door.
Glad to hear it. This nervousness right here, most normal I've felt since we got to Andromeda. Maybe we could spend some time off ship just doing stuff. Like visiting Aya.
Don't get too
There are
excited,
some
dude.
things I'd like your eyes on. No rush. Unlike everything else.
What else does he have to say?
I got a copy of the Nexus's movie
Oh,
library.
right, we had this quest to turn
Thanks.
in.
I'll look through it. It's probably all agricultural learning vids, but there might be something good. I'll keep you posted.
I completely forgot that we got that quest from him.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Alright, let's... He does
Just
have some
checking
new
in.
things.
I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I'll probably cross the line a few times, though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Lonk, are you excited for the weekend? You got any plans?
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing a shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings are falling down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
We'll talk later.
Let's invite him
I know
out for a beer. We're gonna stop at the Nexus because I had this thing to go talk to my brother and I never did. More or less judgment binge.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya.
Yeah.
Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Oh, we could just... It's another cutscene. Excellent. We might actually unlock
Where's
his...
this round from?
Padromos. Augie continues to please.
You go easy.
Alright. Yeah, we're getting to know the crew a bit here before we really get into stream. More or less judgment binge, though. I like that. I'm probably going to be playing some Monster Hunter Rise. I'll probably be doing that tonight for a bit. And then working on Strange Dinner. Oh, right, AVP. I forgot about that. Forgot that that's a thing. Yeah, I
Hey
figured
there.
Gil would have
Say
something to say.
yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Why is that on your mind?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while you were killing me at poker. She's starting the initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
Those of us lucky enough to live through this.
Exactly. And there aren't that many to start. We're a disaster or two away from not having enough numbers to survive. Jill's right. At some point soon, we better get busy making babies.
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a glorified dating service? Eesh. The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
So, you want to have a child of your own?
I don't know. That's never been a thing for me. You know me. Whatever my gut says in the moment, I do, and I don't look back. My mom says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
In a way, that sounds like my dad.
That's not fair. He kept you close, made sure you and your brother came here with him, and he died for you.
Yes, but the other decisions he made kept him at a distance. That can be just as bad.
I see that. Still, without our fathers, we wouldn't be here. They brought us into this world. Maybe
Sure.
that's enough. Thanks for talking, Ryder.
Lonk, are you close with your parents? How about you, N7? I'm somewhat close with my parents. I mean, my dad comes and watches my streams almost every day. He's talking more, which is great. My mom doesn't come to my streams, but I call her to harass her every now and then.
I can see it. The Ket take other species' genes. Asari take other species' traits.
PB, don't tell me we actually agree on something.
Changed my mind. They're nothing alike. Ryder, exaltation? I never imagined we were fighting Angara.
They're no longer Angara. The Ket changed them into something else. That's the atrocity.
We have to stop the Archon, whatever he's up to. The more we learn, the more I realize how much bigger than me this all is. It's humbling.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you...
Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know
Rest
it.
is private. Brief, yes. Okay, well, that's fine. No, Lonk, there is no privacy allowed. Give me that. Alright. Now we got one in here. One in here. Oh, one in there, one in here. Okay. Regular intervals, organic materials. The tech materials. Hidden caches. I don't really care about this stuff that much. Let's do hunting parties. Oh. There you go. Alright, now let's do thinking mining operations to get some minerals to help with that. Accelerated research, so it could be good too. Yeah. We have one cryopod deployment available, so we can do earn credits from investments at regular intervals. Oops. Okay, we can do that as well. Yay, got credits. Once we get another level, I'm thinking we'll put another point in here and get accelerated. Get one of these first, accelerated research and improved development. The science ones will be the most useful in the long run for me, but that's not always going to be true. Hey, Lexi, you got anything to say?
Going through the readouts from the Ket facility, I've never seen such advanced genetic technology. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
I ran across another memory fragment. Dad made Sam for Mom, to cure her. I knew that was part of it, but...
You didn't know it was the driving force?
He gave up everything trying to save her.
You didn't realize how important his family was to him?
I guess not.
Maybe that's what he wanted you to see.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
How about you, N7? Are you close with your family? I called my
You're
mom
just
recently.
conquerors, or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed. And they're loyal to what changed them.
You're pretty worked up about this.
Kandros wants strategies for handling the Ket. I talked with Drac, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
If his experience fell through, he always had smarts to fall back on.
And now, Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
We're facing challenges we could never have prepared for.
At least now we can prepare to fight the Ket. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari. It'll be good to have certainty again.
Alright, you're relying way too much on these other people that you look up to. Anyway.
That Archon. Arrogant son of a bitch. Maybe that's redundant for a Ket.
He's also the first Ket who bothered to talk to us. That's useful intel.
True. They can communicate. They just prefer to open fire. So, what else is new?
So, I called my mom recently to tell her that I was taking a crap.
How's the search for the Asari
She's pretty
Ark
excited
going?
to hear about it.
Those Asari
Not
refugees
really.
were a real help. Now to find the survey ship they mentioned.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Those Asari refugees were a real help. Now to find the survey ship they mentioned.
Why do they give me the same thing over and over again? Okay, whatever.
See you later, Cora.
You guys joined along for a boss fight.
I'll be here.
I'll join you along. Hang on. There we go. Alright, so we should be almost done talking to the crewmates. We just have to talk to Jal and Suvi and Kalo, I think. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone.
Jal? Not talking to me? I get it. I can't imagine how you're feeling. I'll just go.
Don't. You saved the Moshai. I won't forget that.
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? I guess it's just part of our culture. Our families are large, and we share our parents with the community. We all have many mothers.
My family's small.
And are you close?
I was. Am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it.
Yeah.
This is where I should be.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge.
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
Yeah.
You do?
Yes. You're fascinating. And special. And strange.
Oh, thanks.
And I mean it.
Let's try to seduce Joel. Hey, Joel. Anything new to say?
We've talked enough for now. I'm still processing our disagreement, and I need some distance.
What? We had a disagreement? What? When did that happen? Joel, are you arguing with me in your dreams and forgetting it's a dream?
Callow, settle down.
If this isn't a good reason to get excited.
What's up? You guys aren't fighting, are you?
Why would I fight with my best friend?
Best friend? Oh, Callow. Callow's very excited about a report I received from EOS. It's good news. The radiation levels are steadily dropping.
Your outpost Prodromos is really going to make it. When do you want to head back?
We could go, but we need to balance our priorities. Why?
Just saying, if I'd created a thriving community in a brand new galaxy, I'd want to visit.
Just wait till they put in the beach and the water slide.
Now you're just playing with me.
So, radiation levels are down. More to explore?
Yes, but there's been a rise in Ket activity as well.
I feel like we've already
Figures
done
that
this.
we're not the only ones to benefit from the planet's improvement.
Might be nice to see how it's doing.
Almost like a vacation.
Almost. Maybe we'll head back at some point.
Well, you're the boss. Just say the word.
Chaos Walker the wheel. Ah, Lonk, you didn't survive. Anyway, guys, hey, game, can you get rid of the iron and credits there? I know I received those. Oh, looks like those are going to be stuck there for a
The swelling
while.
has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again. Good. Keep me updated, and remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy. Thank you, Lexi.
Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over some inflammation of the soft tissues of the mouth. It was dramatic, but ultimately non-threatening.
What?
Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine.
I read all about her research, and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept.
If I were them, I'd be proud too. You came here for the sake of science. That takes courage. Some crazy, but Mostly courage. I'm sure they knew that.
Thank you, Ryder. I needed that.
Anytime.
Yeah, the Andromeda people here. I was gonna say, never mind.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right? I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
Find a plant on... Okay, good. It's on Aya. Excellent.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
What can I do for you?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. Tell me something else about the ship.
Her engine's based on the Ark's Odyssey drive, which got us through dark space. The core takes the static electricity it generates and stores it in capacitors. We basically make our own power supply. It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And a few electrical shocks.
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Alright, so we're gonna reset the recording, and then we're gonna head over to the Nexus and talk to our brother, because we didn't do that earlier.